What is going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle videos. And this guy, I think a lot of people kind of forgot about this due to the LR Vegito Blue hype. Along with Vegito Blue, also got announced Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks, and he's actually dropping tomorrow. So I understand that the hype was real. It was very, very real for Vegito Blue, and it still is very real because the unit's less than a week away from dropping on the global version of Dokkan Battle. But we also have possibly the best 120 lead in the game dropping tomorrow, which is Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks. Now this video is more so to tell you how many stones you should spend, if you should spend any stones at all, what's the value of the unit, and what else is to come with this unit dropping. Now there's this White Winter celebration that's going on, the campaign. So obviously we have Christmas going on, so it's a Christmas themed celebration. There's an in-game poster or an in-game piece of news to where we have physical Gotenks along with physical Blue Vegito. Now I don't know if this is specifically pertaining to the actual physical Blue Vegito card, or this is like a hint of like the actual LR Blue Vegito. Not saying that the physical is going to be Dokkan Awakening into the LR Blue Vegito, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's probably like a little placeholder for the actual image of the actual LR card art, because obviously they're trying to keep that hidden for now. So instead of releasing the actual LR Vegito Blue card art, the STR free-to-play one, they're using this one as like an image holder to let us know that he's also part of the celebration as well. So that's probably what they're doing right there. In terms of the campaign, there are some special things you're going to be getting. So there's going to be a login day bonus, which, you know, I guess that's cool. You get a couple Dragon Stones, get some medals, get some training items, whatever. So I guess that's nice. But the actual card itself, now, with this unit dropping, also returns Super Saiyan 4 Goku First as well. Now this is a very good unit. Definitely worthy of a couple stones. And the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks banner on JP, it featured Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, the physical Super Saiyan Gotenks or Seal Tanks, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito himself. The other units, of course, like the STR base Gotenks, the AGL base Gotenks, and I believe, yeah, Goten and Trunks in there as well, the SR version of the unit, the Tech and Intelligence versions. Now, the banner itself, that's not a horrible value at all. But if that's what the banner is going to be, then I do want to say spend, because once again, Super Saiyan 3 Goten probably arguably the best 120 lead in the game. Well, arguably, because you have cooler and everything else. So at least top 3 in my opinion, definitely top 3. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, very, very solid unit. And if they actually keep Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku in the banner, because he was also in the banner in JP, then that's 3 120 leads you can get for the value of one banner, which is very, very valuable. That's low-key, that's better than Gogeta's banner. In my opinion, at least, I think it's a bit better because you get 3 120 leaders. One of them being the new Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks, who's an amazing unit. The 120 leaders for the super physical units, and he gives a lesser buff to the extreme physical units. He himself has a 120% attack upon the passive, plus an additional, I believe, I don't have the actual card in front of me right now, just going off of my head, but I believe he has like an additional, is it 60% for like 7 turns, I believe. He does lower defense, but that's very minute. Right now in JP, he's the hardest hitter in the game, so the card has a lot of utility for several teams. You know, the Buark category team, Fusion team, the Mixed Blooded Saiyan team. Like, there's a lot of utility to the card, and there's a lot of teams you'll use him on, so the value is there. But I'm afraid of us going hard on this banner and then they drop something even more hype for the actual Christmas celebration. Now, this is a Christmas celebration, but this banner goes away literally the day before Christmas. Like, the banner goes away on the 24th of December. So obviously, that is specifically set to where they're gonna have the banner leave for us to focus on whatever the other hype is. So obviously, I think something's gonna be coming out on Christmas Day. A banner that's going to feature other 120 leaders as well, and if they follow the trend of what they did last year, being a guaranteed banner, and the banner we had last year had guaranteed units like, you know, Super Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and STR Gogeta. On the banner, I actually pulled my first Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks ever. I actually pulled 2-in-1 multi. I think the video is somewhere on my channel. Not going to look back and try to find that for you guys, but if you do want to look back last year and see the video, then it's somewhere around there to where I pulled the 2 of those in 1 multi. It was an amazing banner. Along with those units, you had, I believe, STR Bears and other units as well. But a lot of people pulled their first Super Vegito, their first Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, their first STR Gogetas on that banner. So it was a very, very good value. So if they repeat that and give us something similar, so if they give us something similar for this Christmas, then I would say skip, because whatever that banner is, that's going to be way more valuable, because obviously you're guaranteed a unit. Hopefully they put the 120 liters on a banner that is guaranteed. That'll be complete and absolute fire, because if they're gonna add Super Vegito on a banner last year, guaranteed, and he came out, I believe he came out in October and wasn't featured on a banner until Christmas, then not a lot of people had him, and to have him guaranteed to some people was absolutely phenomenal. So Gotenks is put in a very funny spot to where he's a very good unit. The banner is going to be very good because you already have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Those two units alone make the banner very valuable. So if it wasn't for Christmas, I would say 100% go all in. And it's very difficult for us to see what's actually going to be coming, because obviously by the time the Christmas hype drops or whatever the banner is, this banner will be gone. So it's kind of difficult to say, you know, yeah, let's wait and see what they bring. I guess you could wait for some in-game news, because typically they drop like an in-game announcement before the banner actually drops. So I guess you could literally wait for the very last day, like the 22nd, 23rd, before the banner actually leaves, to see what they announce, if anything, and then decide to summon then, which would give you a good assessment to say, okay, well, the Christmas banner is not guaranteed, the units aren't that phenomenal, I don't even need the units, let me go on Gotenks. So if you want to wait, then by all means, I would say sure, that's probably like a safer way to go about things. But based off of what I would recommend skip. He's a good unit. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's a good unit. If Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku's on there, he's also a very phenomenal unit. But these units come back several times. Like Gotenks is going to be back probably at the end of the 120 meta with whatever banner they had, because on JP they had the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the physical Omega banner. On Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta had the Int Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, along with, I believe, it was Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but he's not really, you know, relevant in terms of the 120 meta, but he's still a decent card even up to today's standards. So I'm just saying that he will come back, and he'll be back in better banners to where you can pull better units along with him as well. So you don't need him, you might want him, but there's a difference between actually wanting a unit and actually needing it. Like if you need a unit, you pretty much have no other option, you can't beat anything, you're in a situation where you need some power to kind of take these events on. I'm sure at this point everyone has at least 120 leader, or even if you don't, you have like a 70% leader who can still beat any event in the game. So you shouldn't be met with too much difficulty without this guy. Obviously having him will make the game much easier. Like you can definitely beat anything with zero difficulty. Probably no items, anything. Probably could almost no items boss rush at a certain point. If not no items, then like, you know, use very less items, use very little items, I should say. But even with that, you don't really need him until Super Battle Road. That's where these units are really necessary. For you to have every 120 lead in the game, that's not really necessary until Super Battle Road, because obviously Super Battle Road you need to take the super and extreme units of each typing into the event to eventually get the physical Kid Gohan, the LR physical Kid Gohan. But you know, that's quite a ways away in global, so obviously right now that's not like a valid point to make in terms of summoning. So in my opinion, Goku's amazing, Gotenks is amazing, Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku is phenomenal, but my recommendation would be to skip, because if they do happen to drop a banner that is guaranteed and 120 leader, then that would be phenomenal. Or if they happen to drop LR Trunks, because we know he's also in the files, he's not he's translating everything. I believe he's translated currently right now. He was actually mined. He's actually been there for quite a little bit now. So he should be dropping, I don't want to say any day now, but he should be coming within the next weeks to come, I guess I should say. So with that in mind, once again, you know, this kind of doesn't even pertain to whales. This kind of doesn't even pertain to whales. Like if you're a whale, if you're able to spend whatever you want in the game, just spend all the money in the world, then obviously you can do whatever you want. You can summon on every single banner. This really doesn't matter. Like this doesn't pertain to you. I'm talking about more so free-to-play players or people that are not heavy spenders on the game. They might do a casual like purchasing the app store, but they're not like heavy spenders of, you know, the actual game itself. So I'm talking more to those people. So yes, I do recommend skipping. These units come back. Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes back. Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku come back in several banners. Super Saiyan 3 Physical Gotenks will also be back. So with that in mind, you don't need these units. Definitely don't need these units. They're very, very good. They're game breaking, but by no means should you be in a pickle to where you can't beat any event? Like, I don't think anyone is like in that situation where they can't beat any event. Or if you just start the game, then I can understand you want to summon on some, you know, free stones you got from story mode. If you just start the game, you're literally new into the game, then I can understand you going into the banner. Like, this is actually a very good banner for someone who's just starting out, because you can get a top tier unit right off the back if you do happen to pull a unit. But if you're like kind of a veteran, you kind of been in the game a little bit, you've been playing for a little while, then I would say yeah, it's not really like up to par. But if I would give it like a stone amount, then probably cap out at like 200 stones. I'll probably cap out like 500 stones. Like usually I'll go like 1,000 stones with these banners, but even me, I'm probably just gonna leave it at like, you know, 300-500 stones and call it that. Which I know is a lot for some people, but me, with what I typically spend, is not that much. 500 for me is probably like 100 for some people, so it's not like a great deal for me. But yeah, I would recommend like capping out at about 200 stones if you're gonna spend anything, and just wait and see what Christmas brings. If Christmas brings nothing, then at least you save stones for like an LR in the future, which is LR Trunks, maybe like another relevant unit that's going to be dropping as well. So keep that in mind as well. As always, it's not a bad thing to skip a banner. If you do want a unit, then by all means do whatever you want. If you're a whale, do whatever you want. But if you're a free-to-play player that's trying to be a bit conservative with their stones, then you know you might want to look in the future as to these units. You know what? It's kind of difficult to say what's gonna be happening as well. I should actually point that out. It's kind of difficult to say these units will become back in this banner and this banner, this banner, this banner, because we know JP does things differently than what Global does, or Global does things differently than what JP does. So I need to state that as well. So it's very difficult to say this unit will be back here, will be back here. So that is actually true as well. But under the assumption he'll be back in at least one more banner between now and 7 months or 6 or 5 months, however far we away from the Super Bad Road actually dropping in the game. As long as he's back in at least one of those banners, which I'm sure very good chance he'll be back in at least one of them, then yeah, I would say, you know, pretty much skip, save till he returns, because you don't need him right now unless you're like literally a new player, or if you're a whale or whatever, do what you want as well. So yeah guys, so just my opinion, my thoughts, you know, probably just pissed 200 stones, I didn't call that, but by no means should you hunt, by no means should you like actually go deep into banners, or at least this banner I should say. Very good units, but I mean, I'm sure they're gonna give us something for Christmas that might be of higher value. If not, then I guess that sucks, freaking Bandai. But you know, I would rather wait. If I was a free-to-play player, I'd rather wait to see what they give us instead of just pouring on my stone this banner and then they dropping even more hype and I can't summon. So it's kind of up to you guys, but really shouldn't base what's gonna happen on Global off of JP's track record, because we know they change things. But under the assumption he's gonna be back in at least one banner between now and the time Super Battle Road drops, then I will say yes, go ahead and skip. When he returns, summon, get him for Super Battle Road, and then you're Gucci. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, make the thing, sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time.